Welcome to One Drink, a podcast where we talk about one topic for one drink. This week in history, we are featuring October 26th to November 1st.
Oh, yeah. That's
Pretty big week. Pretty big week, too.
Oh, yeah.
There's some big stuff that happened this week.
I like it.
Yeah.
What you got?
All right, so I'm going to kick it off with a little bit of local history.
Oh,
Or
even better.
Local enough, I should say.
Yeah.
So the Erie Canal officially opened.
Oh.
It was the first major man-made waterway in America. It links Lake Erie with the Hudson River, and they used it to bypass the British-controlled Lower St. Lawrence River.
Sweet.
The canal cost over $7 million at the time in 1825, October 26, 1825.
At the time.
It cost $7 million and took 8 years to complete.
Okay.
In today's money,
Oh, boy.
so 195 years later,
What are we talking?
185 mil.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's crazy with the difference in the money.
It's funny, too, because, doing the show that we did, about the 60s that we're going to do, the money difference is...
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
All right, so... Remember we did the recycling show?
Oh, yeah.
And we were like, a lot of pens get just thrown out.
Yeah, it was like $1 billion a year or something like
something
that.
Ridiculous.
Something ridiculous.
Yeah. So October 29th, 1945, the first U.S. ballpoint pen was made.
Cool.
It started then.
And trillions have been tossed since.
It started then.
Right.
It went on sale at Gimbel's department store.
For like a penny?
A bargain at $12.50 each.
$12?
And 50 a ballpoint pen. Back, yeah.
Which you can get a pack of 50 of them now for like $8 at Staples.
So it sold nearly 10,000 on the first day. So the ballpoint pen must have been the luxury of pens, but obviously through development they got cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, and
I bet you they weren't just tossing them out willy-nilly back then, bro.
You got that pen?
Right, that's a week's salary.
And
right
you were
there,
like,
pen. Don't touch my fucking pen.
Even
Can
when
I borrow your pen? No, hell no.
Even when it died, it was like,
Right.
I'm getting that.
Right.
Get that bitch where.
Damn it.
So yeah,
that's funny. All right, I'm gonna take us to October 27th, 1904. The New York City subway began operation, running from City Hall to West 145th Street.
Nice.
It was the first underground and underwater railway system in the world.
Nice.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I went on the subway, New York City. Go on it, experienced it, get off. So we go upstairs.
Yep.
And it was just like a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Someone was running down the stairs. They had stole like a thing of shoes, So he opens up the box, he puts his shoes on real quick, and he dips into the subway while we're coming up from the subway.
Yep.
And then, a couple minutes later, some cops come running down looking for the guy.
Crap.
Dude, how you see New York City on the movies and everything?
Oh, yeah.
To a T.
Yep.
So when I walked up, it was my first time in New York City, and I got to see everything. It was just like, it was sweet.
Yep.
But the subway was cool as well.
Yeah.
But
I remember the first time, so I don't remember if I'd ever gone on the subway like when I was a kid, like if I went there with my parents, I just don't remember.
Yeah.
Or whatever, but the first time I went on the subway wasn't very long ago. It was only six years ago or so.
Yeah.
I bought a car from the guy that was living in the city.
Okay.
I flew down there to get it. Well, I went down there with a friend of mine to look at the car, and then we drove back. And then, I decided I wanted it, so, I did all the stuff at the bank.
Was this a Jeep?
And then, yeah, my black Jeep.
That was so sweet.
I know, I freaking loved that car.
Damn.
So, but I had to go down there to get it and drive it back up.
Yeah.
But I didn't have anybody that could drive down with me and then come back up. So I was like, screw it, I'm just going to fly.
Got it.
I found a flight for it was like $112
Gee.
to fly from here to there. And I swear to God, we were ascending and descending for longer than we were just flying.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a 30-minute flight.
Yeah.
Like, it was like that. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yep.
But I got off and I had to take the subway. Well, I could have taken a cab, but I was like, dude, I've never ridden the subway before. But I mean, I'm by myself, so it was a really cool trip for me. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't very long, but it was a really cool trip for me. And like, I got off a few blocks before I needed to get off because it was at Grand Central Station. And I was like, well, I gotta see Grand Central. You know what I mean? So, I had my headphones in, and I'm just, got my backpack, and I'm cruising. But it was everything that I thought it was going to be. Yeah. It stank, and it rattled, and it was packed with people, and there were some weird people on there. And I wanted nothing more than just to get off once I got on. And like, I didn't understand like the flow of stuff. I didn't either. You know what I mean? So like, I had to get the thing to get in, and then like do the... So, like, I'm fumbling over the machine.
And you were by yourself.
Yeah, and I was by myself. Oh. So, like, I couldn't bounce ideas off, like, how to do stuff.
I was with a group of people.
And obviously, no one wants to help you. No. You know what I mean? Because
they're in a hurry.
So focused on what they're doing.
I gotta go.
And, like, I'm just, I'm taking my time. Because I'm not in a hurry. I got a couple hours before I got to meet up with the guy to get the car. And so, I'm seeing stuff, and people are like... fucking motoring around me. And I'm like, man, you guys are dicks, man. And I'm like, I went to go ask somebody... if this was the right, just to make sure that it was the right train. Right. And they just like looked at me and just zoomed past. And I get it. I'm from New York. You know what I mean? Yeah. We're not that nice-ish sometimes. But I was like, I'm from here too, bro.
Yeah. So when I was there, I was just soaking everything in. So whenever I would walk around the corner, when I hit Times Square, I'd go slow. People were just pushing me. They're like, dude, get out of my way. Dude, get out. And I was like... it was just non-stop, hectic, crazy shit. And I was just trying to, like, soak it in, but I couldn't because I was just like, oh, damn. So. Yeah. But yeah, the subway is... yeah. It's unique.
It is. It is. I mean, it's worth the experience. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously, it's different for people that live there because they take it every single day. But, to experience it when, you don't live in those big cities, it's something to...
And it's crazy, too, because another thing I thought when I was... underneath, right, there's just, a ton of people, right? Mm-hmm. I looked up and I was like, there's just a ton of people right above us, too.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So it's just constant traffic.
A 150-story building right above me.
I know, like, dude. So, yeah. But
this comes down,
yeah, it was cool, though. Yeah. New York City is definitely an experience you have to... yeah. Don't walk slow, though.
No, don't go slow.
Walk fast.
And don't even try to drive down there.
No, God, no.
Just park your car in Jersey.
So we're going to go to October 28th, 1890.
All right.
Ugh. Fingerprinting for criminals started. Not that... I didn't mean to say criminals, but yeah. Yep. Henry Faulds, known as the father of fingerprinting.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Yep. Was the first to suggest using fingerprints for criminal investigations because fingerprints are unique, one of a kind, like snowflakes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my fingerprints are out there into the book of whatever.
As are mine.
Yep. So now they use DNA.
Yeah.
Which
mine's in there too.
But yeah, mine too. But the fingerprints. Henry Faulds.
I mean, I like it because,
it does work.
It helps, catch actual criminals.
It's crazy because, like, you watch these shows, and you can get fingerprints. I mean, they're good now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you have to leave a relevant, thing, but...
Well, it's crazy how fast they can detect them now. Before you had professionals... You know what I mean? That would sit there with magnifying glasses and make...
In the 1960s.
Right. And make marks, you know what I mean, on distinctive, like, patterns and shit like that. Can you imagine doing that for a job, though? Just staring at fingerprints all fucking day.
Oh, my God. But now it's just like this. They're just like...
Right. Tink. You just put it in the system and wait for it to go.
Tink. Oh, mad horse.
Right.
Oh,
done.
Shit.
Screw that.
October 28th, 1890. Fingerprinting is a thing.
Sweet.
Sweet.
All right, so my last one I got October 28th, 1636.
Oh.
So we're going back, close to 400 years.
I like it.
Harvard University, the oldest institution of higher learning in America, was founded in Cambridge, Massachusetts. It was named after John Harvard, a guy who donated his entire library, his entire personal library, and half of his estate to the university to get it started.
Wow.
Yeah, so they named it after him, John Harvard.
So that's dedication.
That's definitely dedication to higher learning. Also, fun fact, 8 U.S. presidents have graduated from Harvard. John Quincy Adams, his son. Yeah. Rutherford B. Hayes, JFK.
Of course.
FDR, Franklin D. Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt, George W. Bush, and Barack Obama. All graduated from Harvard.
So I was never really the best at school. Mm-hmm. Could you imagine you and I walking up on the Harvard campus, right? Just being ourselves.
Yep.
I think we would stick out.
Like sore fucking thumbs.
A little bit. But just say we got placed in a, whatever the basic class is there, we'll just say basic math, so we sit down. This isn't a 4th grade test. Or we'll say history, right?
Which we barely passed.
So we sit down. Would you just be like, what the... It would just be nonsense to you, right?
I wouldn't even try to go.
But wouldn't it be... It'd be like
I feel like kind of dumb when I bring up facts about Harvard.
Right.
I feel kind of dumb. You know what I mean? Or like insufficient.
Yeah.
Mentally.
Could you imagine though? Man, we just sit down and we're just like, you two can't sit next to each other. Right away. Well, this is gonna suck.
Just be getting those looks like, what are you doing here?
Look at these two.
We're on scholarships.
For podcasts.
People be like,
what? The day in the life of a Harvard. That would be great.
Idiots. The two of us combined probably aren't smart enough to go to Harvard.
Clearly not. October 29th, 1904. This one is amazing. German-American gymnast George Iser wins 6 Olympic medals in a single day.
That's impressive. I mean, 6 medals is impressive.
He only had one leg. He had a one leg and one was prosthetic. He had a fake leg. And won
in gymnastics.
In gymnastics.
Legs are pretty important in gymnastics.
He won 3 gold, parallel bars, long horse vault, and 25-foot rope climb. Right? 2 silver, pommel horse, and 4 event all around. So I couldn't do any of these.
No.
Let alone he had a prosthetic leg, and back then it was wooden,
Yeah.
But he still managed to
outdo people with legs.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That right there
is a trier.
Is heart.
Yeah.
And trier.
Yeah.
He is almost the greatest trier
ever. He's the greatest doer.
October 29th.
He graduated from trying.
19. Yeah, he was like, fuck this. He's like, one leg.
I got it.
I'm still whooping your ass.
Right. Can you imagine how good he would have... I don't want to say how good he would have been if he had 2 legs, but I mean...
He was determined.
Just his determination to do it. That's...
19, and he outdid everyone.
It's crazy.
In the Olympics.
And it wasn't the Special Olympics.
No, this is just straight up the Olympics.
Literally incredible. I couldn't be in the same room with him either.
That guy is great.
I feel like I would feel so unaccomplished in my life.
I'm like... Yeah.
Yeah.
People like to complain nowadays, you know what I'm saying?
Not anymore.
This dude needs to come around and just be like, what?
Right. Complain about what?
What?
You're tired?
Yeah.
Oh. I only got 1 leg.
Yeah.
And 6 medals, as he's got them like dangling around.
Yes. Just wear them proudly, man.
Right.
Yeah, so October 29th, 1904. George Iser.
George Iser.
The man.
Cheers to you, George.
Yes.
For sure. Yeah.
So yeah, that's the history.
Yeah, that's our history for this week. Guys, don't forget, stay tuned for all of these history shows every Monday, our full-length shows on Wednesdays, and our live shows every other Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
You can follow us on Facebook and YouTube, both at One Drink Podcast. And don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe, and hit that little bell notification so you get notified every time a new video hits.
Do it all.
Yeah.
Do it all.
Yeah, do it all. Do it all. Just do it right now. It's just one button. All you got to do is click it.
That's it.
Click it. Click it.
Don't scroll by it.
Click it.
Just
click it.
click
Click
it.
it. Click it. Click it. Click the button. Anyways, guys, from both of us here at One Drink, have a good week. We'll see you next time.
They're going to be clicking that bitch now.
Click it.
Like,
Just click it.